Good evening. It is Thursday, April the 10th, 2025. It is about 7:30 at night. And I am about to be finished with my trash ferrying for the day. I'm about to head back to the house. I just had a little chicken fillet. It was really good. I don't hardly ever eat out. Not during the week anyway. I eat out on the weekends usually with my kids, or my friends. But I don't know. I didn't really want to go home and eat another bowl of soup or another thing of rice. So on Thursday I usually get some food to eat, and that's what I did tonight. I chose Chick-fil-A. I almost went with Bojangles. Almost. I was really feeling some kind of chicken tonight, and I had a grilled chicken sandwich, which was good, but honestly I kind of wish I had went with the Bojangles. Got me a couple pieces of fried chicken and some mashed potatoes and gravy and slaw and a biscuit, sweet tea. But live and learn. Hindsight's 2020. But Chick-fil-A was nothing wrong with it. It was just not what I was really in the mood for. Anyways, not a whole lot going on today. I came to a parking lot to eat because I don't like to eat and drive because I spill food all over myself and all over my car, and it's just hard. So go ahead, dude. This is a 4-way stop. You're here first. Anyways, but I went to the Walmart parking lot and sat and ate because, like I said, I don't like to drive and eat because you just get food everywhere, and it's so hard to vacuum little pieces of salt, little big crumbs and stuff out from beside the seat. I hate it. There's this one. Okay, well, I have a monthly membership thing that I pay at I call it the drive-through washing machine, and I can go as many times as I want to in a month. And there's one in the city where I live, well, the big city, and then there's one at the next city up, which I'm kind of halfway between them. So sometimes I go to one and sometimes I go to the other one. Well, the one that's in the next city up, the vacuum thingies, there's only, like, if you pull in, there's one on each side. Well, the one down here, there's two on each side. So everybody has their own vacuum thing on each side. But the one up there, you got to share it with the person beside you. And plus, they don't suck, which for vacuum cleaners, it's supposed to suck, but they don't work very well. But anyway, that being said, that's one of the main reasons that I do not eat while I'm driving, because I drop food here. I don't care to eat in my car, don't get me wrong, but I just don't like to drive when I'm eating. And plus, I don't want to get it on my shirt, don't want to get it all over me. Anyways, so let's see. No new updates on my surgery. I don't go for my pre-op until the 9th of May, so that's almost a whole entire month away. So no new updates on that, except that I'm still extremely excited, very, very excited, very happy. I was just gonna rent a room. I'm going to Knoxville, Tennessee to get it done. I could have gone to Knoxville or Nashville, but I chose Knoxville because it's a little bit smaller, a little bit closer to where I live. But I wasn't gonna, I didn't want to ask anybody to take a day off work, because that's not how I am. I'm not that kind of person. I'll just do it myself. So I was gonna rent a hotel room, and after my surgery, get an Uber and just go over to the hotel. My best friend was like, "I'm not gonna let you do. Are you crazy?" Because I told her my plan. I didn't. She just recently started a new job, and I didn't want to be like, "Hey, can you take a day off from your brand new job that you just recently started to take me to have a big chunk of my flesh on the front of my body cut off and fat sucked out?" So she was like, "Are you crazy?" She said, I'm not gonna let you go to a hotel after you had a surgery like that. And so that's why she's my best friend. That's why I love her. But it was just funny. She's like, "Wait, are you saying no?" So anyways, that's the only update on my what sport is going on right now? Is it, I guess it's football. This isn't Friday, this is Thursday. I know that football is right now because I was in the band and we always had football. Well, no, it ain't right now. It ain't right now because it's at the beginning. You have band camp and then football camp, and then football is at the beginning of the school year. This is April. Football is not right now. Maybe it's soccer. I went by a high school and I saw a bunch of people out on the football field. Not know what they was doing, and there was a whole bunch of mamas and daddies out there. Just wondering what that was. I get so distracted so easily, and you know, I don't even have ADHD. I don't reckon, but ain't everybody ever told me that I have. But I just get. So anyhow, yeah, I was done talking about my staying in the hotel and not staying in the hotel. So I'm gonna move to my next topic, which is I've got a little bitty swimming pool. It's one of those little 10 feet around, 2 feet deep. You can get 2 full-size floats in there comfortably, and that's it. But it's got a pump and you know, all that stuff. And I love it. It is so awesome. I freaking love it. And so I drained the water down to about this much before the end of at the end of the summer last year, well, in fall. So now it's all gross and green, got like stuff growing in it. Ugh. So now I have to get out there and clean it, and I think that I may this Saturday afternoon. Ooh, look at all that traffic behind me right here. That's on the interstate. It's like hanging over there. This Saturday afternoon, yeah, I may get out there and clean that sucker out because it's just about time to be putting some water in my swimming pool, and I freaking love it. There's gonna be days when I'm gonna be able to not do nothing but float in my swimming pool, and I'm glad because I need some sun. I'm noticing how white my face is, and I got to get my base burn out of the way, like most chicks that are of Norwegian descent, as I am. But I'll get my base burn out of the way, and I'll probably burn twice. And then I don't burn really bad, and I know people are like, skin cancer, but you know what? Oh well, I'm a Gen Xer. We don't care. I don't care. I mean, if I get skin cancer, just take it off, and if it takes part of my nose, it takes part of my nose, whatever. But I got to get some sun. So excited about getting my swimming pool, start to clean it out, and I go get some sand and a couple scoops of sand. My daddy's got a 3/4 ton pickup truck, so I'll go take his pickup truck and get me a couple scoops of sand and level out the ground. I may do a little video on my swimming pool once I get it up, and you know, get it evened out and everything, and take my little phone out there and walk around it. But I'm pretty pumped, and I'll have my I got a little table that I sit out there next to it. I think I'm gonna buy a swing to put out there beside it, and I may even get about 4 pallets and put them down and make sure, you know, like they're solid, and make me a little deck out there and put I got one of those little fire pits, those little metal fire pits that's got like a lid on it. Put it out there so I can, if I want to be out there in the evening with my friends, we can sit out by the swimming pool, the little bitty miniature swimming pool, but still a pool. Don't matter how big it is. There's a joke in that. Anyways, so that's all I'm gonna talk about for this evening. Like I said, I'm headed back to the house. There's a pretty bad storm coming tonight, so I'm trying to make it back to the house before it starts storming and hailing. I hope that the people who are working can get their stuff done tonight, who are doing communities trash ferry, and can get their stuff done, because it's supposed to be pretty bad. So y'all keep them in your thoughts and prayers, because that really sucks whenever it's storming and you're out there throwing garbage. Wet garbage is the worst, the absolute worst. So many times I've had to deal with that. I see so many things when I'm driving. I just get so distracted. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Hope you have a wonderful evening or a wonderful day whenever you're watching this, and I will talk to you soon.